This episode is sponsored by Manscaped and by Mack Weldon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. In a year where it's been hard to even keep track of all the terrible things going on, one threat to humanity stood out: murder hornets. Officially known as Asian giant hornets, this non-native species of hornet was first detected in the Pacific Northwest late last year, and their presence in the U.S. has horrified both experts and average people. Experts because, like many non-native species, murder hornets have the potential to really mess up our ecosystems, and normies because, just look at the damn things.
They're horrifying.
They're hornets, and they're huge.
Get them away.
They're too big.
Yeah.
Can you imagine an entire swarm of these things? Because it's never just one. It's the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, haunting my dreams more than almost anything else. And murder hornets, they do in fact kill people. 30 to 50 people on average per year in Japan alone. And even if they don't kill you, beekeepers with long careers of getting stung tens of thousands of times have said that murder hornet stings are the worst that they've experienced. But the true threat of murder hornets is not to American humans, but rather to our precious American honeybees.
Our pride and joy.
Murder hornets' food of choice is the eggs, larvae, and pupae of bees. And they'll kill every single bee that stands between them and their food. Just a small handful of murder hornets can eradicate an entire hive in just a few hours.
Yeah, and there's video of it, and it's horrifying. Over in Asia, when murder hornets go on slaughter mode on a beehive, bees in Asia at least have adapted ways of ensuring that they have a chance at survival. Basically, if a murder hornet scout shows up, every bee in the hive surrounds the scout and tries to smother it to death, ensuring that it never gets back home to let the other murder hornets know where their next meal is. North American honeybees have no such defense mechanism, and over the last year, beekeepers have been discovering entire hives slaughtered with dismembered bees left behind in a pile on the ground.
As a warning.
As a warning.
Yeah, we're coming for you next. Now, in addition to providing us with delicious honey, honeybees are, of course, massively important to the ecosystem because they pollinate plants. Allowing our defenseless American honeybees to fall victim to these foreign invaders would be disastrous for our agriculture and would have a domino effect on the entire food chain. So finding these murder hornets and destroying their nests has been a top priority for agricultural officials in Washington State for all of 2020.
Yeah, we've been dealing with coronavirus over there, but up in northern Washington State, this is a two-front war. They got the virus and then the real virus. These damn foreign hornets.
Finding a hornet nest in such a huge area is not very easy, obviously. Unless you're lucky enough to just stumble upon it. You have to first capture a hornet, then you have to release it and then follow it home. Maybe like in the old CKY videos where they tied a string to it.
Just walking my hornet.
Yeah.
So a month ago, Agriculture Department workers did manage to successfully capture a live murder hornet near the Canadian border. But when they tried to glue a tracking device to it, the glue didn't dry quick enough. Some of it got on the hornet's wings, rendering it unable to fly. So that's a real bust. Would have loved to hear all the cussing that they were doing when they realized that this murder hornet it was a dud, basically.
I think
it was all their fault.
Does this not fall into the territory of Customs and Border Patrol? Shouldn't we make them go after the murder hornets with absolutely no protective gear?
Yeah, release the little kids and
go after the hornets.
Yeah, fight the real enemy. So a few weeks after that botched capture attempt, they caught another hornet and actually managed to successfully attach a tracker to it. This time, no glue. They used dental floss to tie it onto its little tiny body. But the murder hornet flew away so quickly that it got out of signal range before they were able to follow it all the way home.
So, who could have predicted how fast these things were?
Gotta be it's disappointment after disappointment.
Imagine how sad it would have been to finally have gotten something attached to it and then it immediately goes out of range.
Yeah. This is the culmination of 8 months of work, and they just can't seem to get it right. But these agriculture workers, they're professionals. They were undeterred.
This is essentially the murder hornet version of the movie Twister, where they get really close to sending these scientific drone things up into the giant tornado. But every time, something happens.
Yeah. But last week, thanks to all the hundreds of traps that are now set up around the area, state entomologists managed to capture 4 live murder hornets in some kind of new type of trap. They haven't explained what it is, but I'm very curious.
Yeah.
And they were able to successfully attach radio trackers to 3 of the 4.
What happened to the 4th one?
I'm really excited. I think the press conference is Monday morning or Monday afternoon, so I'm really excited to hear more details on a lot of these things that are pretty vague in the
They
news
sent one
reports.
of them to that hydraulic press guy, so we could all watch it get crushed slowly but surely.
That one's just for us.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck with this
We
one.
need all 4 of them.
Yeah.
So one of those 3 hornets then led the researchers right back to where he lives, inside of a tree located in a property in Blaine, Washington. This is the first ever giant hornet nest discovered in the U.S.
Wow. So yeah, Saturday was a big day for the Washington State Department of Agriculture, a day that they'd been waiting for all year. The day they get to dress up like characters from the game Among Us and go on a raid to kill or capture the Osama bin Laden of insects. And while they haven't provided a ton of details of exactly how they went about doing it, they did. They're going to do the, like you said, the press conference on Monday morning. We do have a ton of photos showing the raid as it went down, and it looks
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
It looks like what you would think scientists would actually be doing in an '80s movie now. Like we have gotten to that point, and it looks dope.
I have never seen that suit.
No.
In any context at all.
They might have used this for the first time. They were like, finally, a reason to use the thing that we've been developing for years.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the tube? Can we talk about how cool the tube looks?
We'll talk about the tube.
Great.
Yeah.
It appears that they first stuck a giant vacuum hose into the nest's opening and just sucked out most of the hornets inside, numbering around 200. Seen here in just a beautiful, clear tube resting on ice to presumably make the hornets more docile.
I love the picture of the guy holding the tube. It's like,
it looks
that's
like
right.
the Secret of the Ooze from like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2.
Yeah, they're going to take that tube, they're going to put it in a box, and top men are going to be watching that tube.
Yeah.
Top men.
Yeah, it's going to have like armored carriers just like transporting it, and they're going to go somewhere to a lab, I assume, and they're going to put it into one of those hydraulic tubes that shoots it across really fast to all the labs they need to use
Send it down
it
to the bank manager.
You get a
no,
lollipop
I asked
back.
for a check, not murder hornets.
No.
Next, after sucking those big boys out of that tree.
The most satisfying sound, probably.
They then wrapped the tree in plastic wrap and pumped carbon dioxide into the nest to ensure that anything left inside would not be making it out alive.
Good.
And finally, they chopped down the tree so that they could take it back to the lab and open that baby up and study the nest inside and hopefully locate the queen. I don't know if they've located her yet, but if she somehow managed to escape from any of this alive, there's a chance that she could go start up a whole new nest and back to square one.
I am dug in deep with this murder hornet drama. If the queen escaped, that is some excellent writing.
Yeah, that's like the post-credits sequence on the first
escaped.
Murder Hornets movie. It's like slow pan. There's a queen crawling out from behind a bush. Like,
they got him.
This isn't over yet.
They got all of them.
The Washington Department of Agriculture. I'll see you in hell. So far, it looks like a huge victory, a hard-fought victory that was long coming.
And they got to use cool suits in a tube.
Yeah. I mean,
it looked really cool.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Yeah, yes, you are providing results that we can all see.
Like, honestly, because like the worst case scenario is like if these things did eradicate all the honeybees in America, like we really would be fucked.
Bad shape.
It would be very, very, very bad.
Yes.
But yeah, regardless of whether the queen escaped, hopefully not.
No.
This is a huge victory. Experts do say that there are probably more murder hornet nests out there on both sides of the border. And
bad hornets on both sides.
Yeah, and they're going to be on high alert probably for at least the next year or so, looking for these other nests.
I want so badly for this agriculture department to, tax dollars at work and everything, but they need to start a YouTube channel where they videotape all of this in high quality, because I would love to. I subscribe to a YouTube channel. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's a guy who really goes and gets like hornets and wasp nests off people's property and like vacuums them up, gets them out of their attic and stuff, and it's fascinating.
Yeah.
So I think that the Department of Agriculture in Washington State could do pretty well.
I hope they're making some sort of documentary out of all this.
There were a lot of cameras on the scene, and we did get some proof with the pictures that we saw.
Yeah, a lot of pictures.
Yeah. I would pay a decent amount of money to watch a very well done documentary about murdering the murder hornets.
Yeah, there's your title. So yeah, the war is not over, but in this first battle, America has won, and we don't win anymore. It feels good to win one. We can take this. It's a feather in our caps. And we all got to win this year. Yeah.
There you go.
It's nice to win something.
So next time you see someone from your state's agriculture department, especially if you live in Washington State, thank them for their service. They did a whole lot more for America in the past week than the actual troops in charge of running the official Twitter account for the Fort Bragg Army Base in North Carolina did. They got a little horny on Maine this week, as the kids like to say.
Yeah.
In a month that's featured New Yorker writer Jeffrey Toobin jacking off in a company Zoom meeting and former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani appearing to whip his dick out in the new Borat movie, our third incident that hopefully wraps things up for the month of October is the official Fort Bragg Twitter account doing some pretty explicit porn simping on the timeline.
Yeah. Simps.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, OnlyFans model Quinfinity, great name, tweeted, "Bro, why did you subscribe to my OnlyFans if you hate pubic hair? Why, bro, why?" To which the official verified Fort Bragg account replied, "He's lost and doesn't know a good thing when it's staring him in the eyes, or tickling his nose in this case." Not long after, in reply to another Quinfinity tweet featuring a low-angle topless photo and the caption, "Your boner's POV," Fort Bragg replied, "My faces, then my boners, and then my faces again before I come up to give you a deep, long kiss." So yeah.
He's a giver.
It, of course, was not long before people noticed that the verified Fort Bragg account was simping in OnlyFans models mentions, and soon after the account tweeted out, "As many of you may know, there were a string of explicit tweets from our account this afternoon. This was not the work of our admins. Our account was hacked. We apologize to our followers. We have secured our account and are looking into the matter."
Yeah, hacked. The old "we were hacked" defense.
Sure, buddy.
Look, hacking is a very real thing. Usually it isn't just like full-blown sentences describing what they would do to an OnlyFans.
Hack someone's account and then
compliment someone.
Do 2 replies to some relatively obscure nude model on the internet and then call it a day.
Yeah.
It's not usually what happens.
Yeah, like there's a million things you could do specifically with a military Twitter account that isn't simping an OnlyFans.
Yeah, you say something like,
Hey,
the nukes are coming.
Yeah, just anything.
Yeah.
Following the sudden burst of attention her account started attracting, Quinfinity posted a screenshot of one of Fort Bragg's replies with a caption offering a 50% off military discount to her OnlyFans, along with another tweet saying, "Normalize horny tweeting from U.S. Army forts," and another saying, "Anyway, befriend a sex worker, dismantle the military-industrial complex." And yeah, sure enough, the following morning, the official 18th Airborne Corps account tweeted, "This morning, at the initiation of an investigation into yesterday's incident regarding inappropriate tweets on the Fort Bragg Twitter account, an administrator for the account identified himself as the source of the tweets. Appropriate action is underway." We're going to bonk him.
Which one of you is simping? Get the horny police in here.
Get into horny jail. He's been bonked.
Go to horny jail.
Yeah. Get that dog in here.
So Quinfinity then posted a fake news conference making fun of the whole situation. It featured like a dildo and a vibrator like in the bottom of the shot in place of like where press microphones would be.
Cool.
Very funny.
Yeah.
And in the caption to that video post, she wrote, "Real talk, someone shouldn't have lost their job over this. I'm sorry for any harm done." And I mean, look, as embarrassing as this whole thing is, in terms of online horniness, these comments, which basically amounted to, "I have no problem with female pubic hair, and also I'm very generous with cunnilingus."
Yeah, not that bad.
Fairly tame. Mm-hmm. And it kind of even wholesome.
Coming from recruits in the military, like this is pretty tame. Like it's a bunch of horny dudes that just have to be around other horny dudes all the time.
Yeah, like it could have been a lot worse. Like you look under the replies of any OnlyFans post on Twitter, you're gonna find some real nasty shit. And this was pretty gentlemanly by comparison.
Yeah.
Very like sex positive outlook on life. But yeah, still really, really, really not what the kind of thing you want tweeted from your official government Twitter account.
Yeah, but like a slap on the wrist and a, "Hey, you're not going to be using our accounts for a while.
We'll send you to horny jail." And,
you did 30 minutes of PT.
Yeah. They straight up deleted the Fort Bragg account. I don't know if it's back now, but like that was their response. They tweeted out that explanation and then just poof, the entire account was gone.
Yeah.
As for Quinfinity, this whole situation has been great for her. Brought in around 10,000 new Twitter followers and around 1,500 new OnlyFans subscribers.
Thank you for your service.
A lot of money right there. But as she noted in a recent topless photo posted to Twitter, before you reply, make sure you're on your personal account.
Yeah, okay, good tip.
Yeah.
All right, now let's check in on someone from the Weekly Weird News Rogues Gallery that we haven't heard from in a while on account of him serving a 6-year prison sentence. Billy McFarland.
Oh, yeah.
The mastermind behind the infamous Fyre Festival. In the age of increasingly expensive and luxurious music festivals, although that changed this year, they really went out on top, didn't they, folks?
And we're in an age of no music festivals.
Yeah, Fyre Fest, they promised to be the absolute pinnacle. But of course, the whole thing was just a lie, and Firefest ended up being hundreds of people stranded on an island in the Bahamas with barely any shelter or food.
Yeah, it was like a FEMA camp.
Yeah. In the aftermath of the Fire Festival failure, Billy McFarland faced several civil lawsuits, plus criminal fraud lawsuits related to Firefest and his other business ventures. He's currently in federal prison in Ohio.
Yeah, and this past week, Billy McFarland was back in the news with his lawyers claiming that McFarland had been placed in solitary confinement for the crime of podcasting.
Finally, someone's going to jail for podcasting.
Go to podcast jail.
Exactly. You bonk him with a microphone.
Yeah, so McFarland's apparently been an otherwise model prisoner, but when it came out recently that he was participating in a new podcast called Dumpster Fire, the Federal Bureau of Prisons had a big problem with this. It's unclear why, though. McFarland's participation in the podcast has been done through the prison's phone system, and this is by no means the first podcast featuring phone interviews with inmates.
Yeah, Serial did it.
Yeah, there's been a bunch. There's even podcasts like directly produced by prisoners that are out there. McFarland's lawyers also believe that photographs taken by McFarland in prison that were used in the video trailer for the podcast may have gotten him in trouble, but again, they say that he followed the normal procedure of using disposable cameras and mailing those out of prison. So, it's not clear what rules he broke.
It doesn't sound like he broke any, but again, maybe they're just upset because he's getting away with it or something. I don't know. McFarland has previously been placed in solitary at another prison for possessing a flash drive, but so far, the Bureau of Prisons hasn't provided any information about why he might currently be holed up. All proceeds from the podcast are going towards the $26 million that McFarland owes his victims, so it's not like he's gaining anything from this podcast aside from attention and the opportunity to admit what a fuck-up he is. McFarland's cellmate, who has also participated in the podcast, is also apparently in solitary confinement right now.
This Billy McFarland guy, he's pure trouble and takes down anyone who gets close enough to him.
Yeah.
Unless your name's Ja Rule.
Yeah, Ja Rule's, he's fine. But yeah, it seems like it's kind of an overreach of power, I would think. And look, yes, Billy McFarland is a terrible person and possibly a sociopath. He definitely deserves to be serving this prison sentence, but solitary confinement is really, really bad. It seems like they're going a bit overboard with it.
Yeah.
You're alone in a tiny room with just your thoughts for 23 hours out of the day, and health experts have long considered it to be basically torture. So just like when Martin Shkreli got sent to solitary confinement, our stance on this is, fuck Billy McFarland, but also fuck solitary confinement more.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like this punishment specifically fits the crime of podcasting.
Yeah, it's all very confusing. But yeah, maybe the Federal Prisons Bureau will come out and be like, oh yeah, he was also smuggling cell phones and drugs. If that's the case, well, he still shouldn't be in solitary, but we don't know. But based on the information we have now, let him do the podcast. He owes $26 million.
For the first time ever, we're almost on the side of Billy McFarland here. Guys, please.
Yeah, he's supposedly pretty... There's been one episode. He supposedly comes off pretty apologetic.
Well, yeah, of course he's serving 6 years in prison.
But I don't know. I don't know if I believe anything he says. This could just be another grift. His entire career is grifting.
Yeah.
In various ways. Successfully, until it wasn't.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's your Firefest update.
Billy McFarland.
Before we get to the headlines, it's time for a word from this episode's sponsors, starting with Manscaped. Mirror, mirror on the wall, what is the best brand for my balls? Manscaped, of course. Hold up, is that a nose pube in my nose? Well, good thing Manscaped is here to ensure that I'm taking care of my manhood and my nose hairs with their new Performance Package. Nose and ear hair might seem like old man problems, but it's actually one of the many side effects of making it into your 30s, right alongside weight gain, hair loss, and increasingly bad hangovers. Mm-hmm. They last days sometimes.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to need to start keeping those nostrils trimmed.
Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Included in this new package is the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, which is waterproof and uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual-blade system. This nose and ear hair trimmer provides proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes of yours. Look, fellas, 79% of partners polled admitted that long nose hair is a major turnoff. Why not use the best tools for the job here?
This bundle also includes the Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer, the best trimmer on the market for your balls, butt, and body. And let's not forget their famous liquid formulations, the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Crop Reviver Ball Toner to maximize your ball hygiene routine. Get the Performance Package now to receive their 2 free gifts, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. You'll also receive a replaceable blade every 3 months to keep your weed whacking and lawn mowing time clean and enjoyable.
And look, that travel bag, not a lot of people traveling right now, but it keeps it nice and organized.
It's a
in your
great
bathroom.
bag, yeah.
The Performance Package is the best value that Manscaped has to offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping by going to manscaped.com/weirdnews. Again, that's 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/weirdnews or clicking the link below. That's 20% off with free shipping, manscaped.com/weirdnews. What are you waiting for? Whack those weeds!
And this episode is sponsored by Mack Weldon for the stuff that goes over your balls. The new normal uniform that we are all living in has a lot of us searching our closets and drawers for men's essentials that maybe aren't there. Instead of the usual business casual button-ups and jeans, it's soft knit polos, tees, joggers, and active shorts. Whatever men's basics you need, Mack Weldon has you covered with unmatched comfort and fit. Mack Weldon is a men's essentials company with socks, shirts, hoodies, underwear, polos, and active shorts that promise comfort and a consistent fit. They look great and they feel great. From working out, going to work, going on a date, whatever, Mack Weldon is for everyday life.
Mack Weldon's wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. And with Weldon Blue, their totally free loyalty program, level 1 gets you free shipping for life. And once you reach level 2 by spending $200, you get 20% off every order for the next year. Mack Weldon wants you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep it and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. So for 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/weird and enter promo code WEIRD. That is mackweldon.com/weird, promo code WEIRD for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics. I literally wear nothing but Mack Weldon except for my t-shirts.
Yeah.
I have the tech pants on right now.
I have my Mack Weldon sweatpants on right now.
Tech pants, fantastic. You can wear them in almost any weather. I wore them this
Mack
summer.
Weldon accounts for probably 50% of what I've worn in the last year.
Very, very comfy
Because
stuff.
mostly just at home.
Highly
Gotta
suggested.
be comfortable.
But now let's get into the biggest, weirdest, craziest headlines of this week, starting with...
Well, this one's actually from a little over a month ago, but I realized we never covered it. So here you go. Costco's co-founder told the company's CEO he'd kill him if he raised the price of the chain's hot dogs.
Love Costco. They treat their employees right, as far as I've heard. It's been a long-standing thing that most of the employees are pretty happy and they get paid a decent wage, so that's great. And at a time where everyone is raising prices in order to offset their losses from the pandemic,
They've kept that hot dog $1.50 since 1986.
all of their food is a loss leader because it gets people over to the Costco. And once you're there, you're like, well, I'm here. It's a huge store. I don't want to come back for any other reason.
Yeah, it's great. It's just the CEO is just like, we can't sell this hot dog for $1.50. The founder is like, if you raise the price of the hot dog, I will fucking kill you. Figure something out. And they ended up, they built their own hot dog factory specifically for it. They just made their supply lines better, kept the hot dog cheap as shit, and didn't even raise it by cents. And all worked out.
I'll be honest, I simp for Costco.
I love Costco. It is a delight every time I go shopping there.
I'll tell you what, it's not great for you by any stretch of the imagination, but if you don't give a fuck about anything, it is the best pizza that money can buy.
Oh, yeah. At least in California. A lot of New Yorkers are,
shut up.
Yeah.
One slice, probably 2,000 calories.
Yeah, probably.
But just the best. It's just, oh my God, I can't get enough of this
give
pizza.
it a quick pat down.
Yeah.
But
the thickest cheese, the most amount of sauce.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's like $2 a slice.
And here's a tip. You don't need to be a member to buy alcohol, at least in California.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you say you're just going to buy alcohol, they can't legally offer a membership without
Their alcohol is very cheap. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you gotta love that the CEO cares that much about the price of their damn hot dog.
Threatening murder over the price of a hot dog.
And he'll do it.
He'll do it.
Don't cross him.
Yeah.
Next headline. Scientists drive tiny robot around inside living butthole.
We got butthole robots now. It's, I don't know.
Was it for pleasure or for science?
For science.
Okay.
It's, they call it a robot. It's just this little piece of metal, basically, that they attach, medicine to. And they stick it up your butt, and then they use an ultrasound monitor to watch it, and then some sort of electromagnetic thing to guide it through your body. So it's basically like sticking a magnet up your butt and then guiding it through. But they're looking at it, and they just find a place to stick it, and then it'll release whatever medication to.
We found his prostate. Let's just do some donuts.
Yeah, but it's just
Whoa!
this little tiny box, and it moves around by just rolling. It's very funny looking.
Doesn't sound very fun, but good for them.
Yeah, we're still a ways off from Magic School Bus.
When I first read the headline, I imagined that new Mario Kart where you set it up in your house and you can just drive around. But it's inside your intestines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's coming too.
Yeah. Well, good for that little robot. What's the point? What are they? It's just for medicine?
Yeah, for like delivering medicine to hard to reach places, I guess, instead of doing surgery. I don't know.
Good for them.
They've only done it on mice so far, so it'll be exciting to see
who's
the first human that gets the butthole robot.
Good news. Our buttholes and intestines are a lot bigger than mice.
It's a long journey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went up a mouse's asshole? Well, let's see you do a human's asshole. Mm-hmm. Massive compared to that mouse.
We're going to get Richard Gere in here. We're going to put the robot inside of the mouse's butthole.
Allegedly.
And then allegedly put the mouse inside his butthole.
I love that has persisted for 40 years or whatever now.
Yeah.
Did he or didn't he? We'll never know. Georgia State Representative crowd surfs over maskless Trump supporters at president's rally. This guy's a real weirdo. He's a Democrat, but he loves Donald Trump. Enough that he's showing up at Trump rallies and crowd surfing with no mask on and no one carrying him as a mask. And he's just like, hell yeah, baby. Fuck Joe Biden.
It's crazy.
It's, yeah.
Doesn't seem like it's very safe.
Yeah, it seems almost intentionally
Mike Pence's whole
dangerous.
staff got the coronavirus, and he's still doing rallies, so who knows?
We can't control the virus. We're not even going to try.
It was like Mark Meadows today.
He's
It was just like,
look, we're not going to try to control
we're
this
not going to
virus.
solve this. Like,
Yeah.
come on. So now it's just...
we die, we die.
Yeah, it's literally... it's essentially like whoever's healthy enough to live through the virus and get the antibodies, that's all that's going to be left.
Yeah.
Hope you've got that remdesivir and Regeneron on tap.
Regeneron.
Yeah.
Maskless woman on plane deliberately coughs on passengers. Quote, everybody dies. This is a Scottish woman. I thought it would be an American woman, but it's a Scottish woman. She's like, everybody dies. Or whatever they sound like.
What is she doing on a plane? Do the Scots travel?
Yeah, she was flying from Glasgow to Belfast or some shit, going over to Northern Ireland. Cough on more people over there. She didn't make it though. They took her off the plane.
Oh, good.
But she was like spitting on people, coughing on them.
Yeah, like where are
Just
people
being hysterical.
Where are people going right now?
I don't know. Wherever they can. The flights are cheap.
I guess. I did see a bunch of headlines of people. I mean, I constantly see them, but again, I guess more people are traveling now, so it's popping up more of people from the UK trying to travel over to Europe and being like, why are these lines so long? I have to get in the stupid
you're not part of
international
the
passport line again.
You voted for this, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And your government has failed in like 4 years now to advance even an inch on how the fuck this will actually work.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Baby girl named after internet provider gets 18 years of free Wi-Fi.
What was the provider? What's her name now?
The provider's name is Twi-Fi. This is in Switzerland. So
Okay.
the little girl's name is Twifia. I don't know.
I feel like internet access wouldn't be that big of a deal in Switzerland anyway. If you're like in a house or an apartment or a business.
But now it's free. 18 years of Wi-Fi, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but she's not even going to use it for the first like 10 years.
Babies are on the phone like right out of the womb these days.
I feel like a Swiss baby's just, making chocolates,
And cheeses.
building farms,
Yeah.
doing stuff like that,
Well,
raising goats,
and they're putting it on TikTok.
windsurfing, skiing.
Windsurfing.
Yeah,
In Switzerland?
No, what's the one where you go off the mountain and hang gliding. Yeah.
Yeah, windsurfing's it's a Scandinavian thing.
Sure. Well, hey, good for her, I guess. I just feel like that it's a lot to give for a little bit of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the parents didn't want to be identified in the news story because they're like, people are gonna get mad at us for selling our daughter's name. But it's like as soon as this kid is in school
Yeah, they're gonna be
in
like,
4
"Oh,
or
you're the
5
Wi-Fi
years,
girl."
like, okay, Twifia,
Can you turn on your hotspot, Twiffia?
you're the Wi-Fi girl.
Yeah. I wonder if she gets a hotspot. That'd be great. That'd benefit anyone around her.
I don't know.
I'm only friends with her because she has the 5G
Got
hookup.
the free 5G. Yeah.
Yeah. Teenager finally achieves her dream of dating Godzilla.
Can you guess what country this teenager lives in?
Japan?
Yes. Yeah, she was. Some Japanese show. It's about like surprising people with the things they want. And
Surprise! It's that thing you want.
Hey, that thing you want, dating Godzilla. Yeah, so a man in a giant Godzilla costume showed up, and they had a date.
Did they go to the Godzilla hotel?
They went to some sort of Godzilla monument of sorts. I don't know, maybe the hotel.
The statue?
I don't know.
I've been to the statue. I've been to the hotel,
I think they
too.
went to the Godzilla Museum.
I did the whole Godzilla trip when I was there.
Yeah. Well, at the end of it, she proposed to Godzilla, and he said no.
Ooh,
So,
jeez. Could you imagine if he said yes and had to stay in that costume the whole time?
I think that's why he said no.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, this is we've had some
And
fun
then he
here.
scooted away on his tail.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
High schooler accused of faking kidnapping during Zoom class.
Well, he gets
It's a
an
prank.
A+ in drama.
He had two of his friends bust in with like ski masks and airsoft guns
Yeah.
and kidnap him during class.
This is just
He
like
thought
that,
it was going to be hilarious.
It's just like the, yeah, I'm sure everyone was actually horrified.
No, they called the cops.
Yeah,
The
of course they
police,
did.
like showed up at the kid's house.
This is like that one, that YouTuber that, he's probably still around, I don't know.
Sam Pepper?
Sam Pepper, when he did the kidnapping.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be really funny, a romp.
People love kidnapping. It's
I wonder what
hilarious.
he's up to.
I don't care.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've thought about him in probably 4 years.
Sam Pepper.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did I do that? I'm so sorry.
I was just grabbing some bums.
Oh yeah,
Do
he
you
was.
know-
Yeah, he was bad at all things.
Yeah, he's the prototypical like bad YouTuber.
Indiana high school student listed as black guy in yearbook caption. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Just put in the temporary holding thing in there. We'll figure it out later.
black guy. Mm-hmm. That way you'll know he's the one who's black.
Yeah, this is why stuff like this always happens because all these yearbooks are run by like literally high school students.
Yeah, they fuck a whole bunch of stuff up.
They outsource actual work to their students.
Yeah.
And that's why you get to see all those funny quotes and shit in the yearbook because nobody cares.
Yeah.
And then, but stuff like this happens, and it's like, well, hey, look, the school's not responsible. This is obviously the students.
Yeah. We take no responsibility.
Absolutely zero.
NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. doesn't believe he can get coronavirus. Quote, it's a mutual respect. I don't want to fuck with them. They don't want to fuck with me.
I don't mess with the coronavirus.
Real recognize real.
In a sense, he might be right. Because if he steers clear of the virus by doing things like social distancing and mask wearing, then it won't affect him.
It doesn't sound like he is, though. Doesn't sound like he's doing any of that because he believes that he just simply cannot get infected because he's big and strong. Mm-hmm. And
That's why.
yeah, this is people keep anthropomorphizing this fucking virus as if it's like
A physical manifestation.
Something we can win like a moral, like it's like, oh, if we
In the marketplace of ideas. Yeah,
Yeah.
just take him over to the
well,
marketplace
the
of
big
ideas.
vibe among people who are so anti-lockdown and anti-masks is like, if you do that, you're showing weakness to the virus. It's like the virus, it's not a sentient being. It doesn't care if you're showing weakness
Yeah.
or if you're being defiant of it. Like it's a tiny cell that just takes the path of least resistance
Yes.
to your body, and
Yes.
so it can infect you because that's the only thing it knows how to do.
Whether
it doesn't give
you're-
a fuck.
Whether you're down at the Ulta buying makeup or you're at the gym pumping iron, a
Yeah.
molecule can get into your mouth either way.
No, that virus wouldn't fuck with me. It takes one look at me, and it's like,
That's why places like the previously mentioned Fort Bragg are safe because the virus shows up and they're like, whoa.
Whoa, these guys have guns.
Yeah, guns and
Lots of guns.
Humvees and all
Yeah.
kinds of crazy shit. I think I'll go over here.
Yeah. Naked Arizona man arrested while sunbathing in middle of intersection.
Oh, cool.
Arizona man, he's catching up. Florida man.
The temperatures are dropping. They're getting to the point where you don't get third-degree burns by laying down on the
Yeah,
ground
that's,
for a little sunbathing. And
This couldn't happen during the summer. He would be dead.
yeah, dead Arizona man.
He would be mummified within
Yeah.
hours. But
Yeah, now the temperatures are dropping down to a crisp 98 degrees. You can lay down on all the asphalt you want. But was he actually sunbathing, or was there a
He was
different
naked.
thing?
Yeah, he
well,
was-
naked, but
laying down, he was listening to Katy Perry on a boombox. He's having a good time. Police showed up. He's like, "What? What? I'm here at the
wanted a
beach.
full body tan.
Why are you harassing me while I'm out at the beach?"
Well, sorry. Trump attacked Biden by saying his opponent would listen to the scientists in dealing with COVID-19.
Ugh. If you elect this asshole, he's gonna do what the scientists want to do.
Lame.
Lame.
Yeah, also, Biden said, and look, I think it's great, but I'm just also like, hey, why don't you wait like a week before you start saying shit like this? He's like, we would have a mask mandate nationwide. And it's like, that's a great idea,
Yeah.
but maybe don't say that before people have a chance to vote because you'd be surprised how many people on both sides don't like wearing masks, even though they should,
Yeah.
and they should all the time when they're going outside the house or anywhere near people.
And people who are like really hung up on just the idea of states' rights.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the federal government shouldn't be able to tell me anything.
But then, like, the states will be like, wear a mask. And I'm like, no, that's it. I'm going to kidnap the governor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Michigan had, like, it was like 35,000 new cases because of a backlog or something, which is more than, like, the country of Japan.
A lot of them came from Sturgis. Like, it's, there's no, they can't prove it because contact tracing in this country is garbage. But, yeah, Sturgis pretty much coincides with the latest just eruption of cases in the Midwest.
Look, I'm telling you, I just have a feeling. There's no science in this at all. Someone else can do the science part. But I'm telling you, the fact that Donald Trump got it and got over it so quickly, and yes, he did have all of the best help in the world, the best doctors, the best drugs, everything. But the fact that he got it and got over it, people, even liberals, conservatives, whatever, will look and say, there's someone who is the opposite of the perfect picture of health.
Yeah.
He got it, he survived, and now he's immune to it because he keeps saying that, even though there have been cases of people getting it twice. But I'm telling you that there's going to be a huge spike because of the false confidence provided by the president, who is now crisscrossing the country, doing his victory lap. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We're a stupid country.
But yeah, again, there's like no contact tracing in a lot of places. One of the saddest like dystopian commercials I keep seeing, specifically I think it's on the World Series, is this woman's like, jobs have been tough. Jobs have been tough, but now I'm a contact tracer.
I got a job as a contact tracer. Like,
the coronavirus out here creating jobs.
I am the one contact tracer for the entire state of Michigan.
Yeah.
Very cool. Karen Act. San Francisco supervisors approve ban on racist calls to 911. So that's a little update for the previous story. It's a pretty toothless law because it's about intent, and the intent is extremely difficult to prove. So like the law is basically it's illegal to intentionally file a false 911 report on a racist basis. So I mean, like, I don't think it's going to stop anyone from doing anything because people. Yeah,
no, it's just San Francisco going, we did it. Yeah, we also told people they couldn't poop on sidewalks.
Yeah, it's toothless, but they did it for the memes, I guess.
Yeah, no, the name is great. The Karen Act.
The Karen Act.
Spelled C-A-R-E-N.
I find you guilty of violations of the Karen Act.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I can't imagine it doing very much. Either way. Man steals Biden yard sign, is then caught stealing newspapers detailing his theft. At least he doubled down.
Yeah, this is apparently a big problem with both sides. Like, people's yard signs, this year the gloves are off. People are just vandalizing and stealing to their heart's content, burning down signs. But yeah, this guy, I can't remember what state, but he stole a bunch of Biden signs, got caught for it, and he was just in the police blotter of this little tiny local newspaper. It was like one sentence, just with his name. It was like, arrested for stealing Biden sign. And he spent the next day going around to every gas station and convenience store in his small town and like being like, hey, can you grab me grab me some condoms from back there? And then taking all the newspapers and being like, actually, no, I don't need them anymore. But of course he got caught for that. So now he's in much bigger trouble.
You would think that a person stealing Biden signs would be happy for the free press.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because
I fucking did that.
Yeah, these hardcore Trump people that would do that kind of thing, they don't have shame, you would think.
Yeah.
But I guess this guy,
I don't know. Look,
the shame got him.
Call me a pussy, I guess. I don't see the appeal of putting a yard sign out. It just tells the world, like, so many people could go by and disagree with you, and then you're like, hey, look, this is where the person I hate lives.
I have never put a political, like, yard sign, sticker, anything on anything ever because I find the whole concept really weird.
Yeah, it's strange to me that people would willingly wave a flag either way.
I've never put an American flag up.
Yeah, no, neither have I. But it's like if I drove by and a neighbor had like a giant Trump flag hanging, I'd be like, oh, well, now I kind of think that person's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
And if they had never done that, I'd be like, oh, there's that person. Hello.
And if they had a Biden sign, lip.
Yeah, I would just be like,
lip.
Anytime I see that, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Biden's great enough to put a sign out for, but go ahead and vote for him.
It's like California's going for Biden probably extremely hard. It's like, what's the point? If you're going to put up a sign, put up someone for like city council or literally anything else.
Yeah.
The races that actually matter.
Yeah, to get someo's name out there that people don't know already. Like, oh, this person knows the whatever circuit court judge.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them.
Oh, you live in Los Angeles and you're voting for Joe Biden? Wow.
No.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's like a friends group thing where they're like, hey, we could be friends because we all, we have the same political views or something.
I don't know.
It seems strange to me. Again, either side. People putting Trump flags up or Biden flags up. It's just like, I'm just ready for this election to be over.
Yeah. Speaking of elections that are over, though, New Zealand elects world's gayest parliament.
Cool.
They did it.
Did they party?
Probably.
No.
But yeah,
we work hard, we play hard.
They now have the gayest parliament in world history. Jacinda's party won in a fucking landslide. It's wild. Because there's like 5 or 6 parties in New Zealand. Her party, the Labour Party, got like 56%. So like a single party majority, which is hard to do in a parliamentary system.
Well, I wonder why.
Yeah, because
the handling of the coronavirus, the handling of the terror attack.
Yeah.
Like, she had a great track record with dealing with both of those.
She's only 40 too, which is insane.
What? Oh, a young person doing things right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean a person who has to live with the consequences of their own actions for the next 40 years is doing something that's positive for the country?
Interestingly, a big reason why she's been so good at her job is because she never wanted the job in the first place. I don't know the exact circumstances, but the last election, or whatever, her the whoever was supposed to be running for prime minister in Labour had to drop out like on very short notice, and so she got placed there by default at like 36. Had no ambitions to actually like have the job, but she took the role, and it's apparently worked out well. And funnily, in New Zealand, like they've had a lot of fucking psychos, just like every other country, who have been loud and made it seem like they're speaking for the unheard, and there's way more of us than you realize. Like based on the election results,
that doesn't exist.
No, it's the only people who felt that way are the ones that screaming in the streets about like reopening New Zealand and 5G coronavirus and all that shit.
We do have to stop simping for New Zealand though, because everyone's caught on, and we're not going to be able to escape to New Zealand when shit goes tits up unless we stop talking about it, because everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, like it's already like, oh, let's all move to New Zealand. No. That was our idea years ago. You can't have it. We get to go first.
I mean, for now, they're pretty.
For now,
they'll let you move.
You can't.
Well, not currently right now.
Oh, yeah,
but
coronavirus.
In non-corona times, like it's a very easy country to move to.
The pro New Zealand sympathy online is getting a little overbearing.
Yeah,
people need to calm down and let us go there, and then you figure it out.
Can't have Dave Oshry having that whole country to himself.
Exactly.
It's not fair. His life is too good.
Yeah.
And it angers me. I'll see his posts and be like, fuck you, Dave.
Out at the bar.
God damn it, Dave. You fucking piece of shit. Your life is too good.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this week's episode. Be sure to watch our other episodes over here. We have if you want to get angry, we talk about the Snyder Cut. And we certainly got a lot of tweets about it, and all of them include a pre-made pamphlet describing every reason why this is a good thing about the
Snyder Cut. People joined a fucking cult.
There's a literal pamphlet that 5 people shared to me. That's the exact same pamphlet of talking points of how to argue with. And that's the thing is, I don't think they were supposed to send me the pamphlet version.
Yeah.
But it's filled with talking points of what to say, no matter what a person says about the Snyder Cut.
How to talk to your parents about the Snyder Cut.
It really is. And it's like, look,
it's a cult.
I'm sure you're a great person, but you're going a little overboard with the cut.
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Zack Snyder?
Also, an astronomical amount of saved photos of like Zack Snyder looking happy and stuff, which is also weird. It's like Zack Snyder like filming things, looking happy with his family, like stuff like that. And it's just like, why are there so many different people sending me the exact same photos?
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, check that out, and check out our Tech News Day episode about, I don't remember.
It's been a long week. They're all long weeks.
Yeah.
And we got another one coming right up for you.
Yep.
And then after that, the election.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Bye.